All right, Kenman here. It is time for another shipwreck. You know I love these. I can't stop. I've been wanting to do this one for a while now. You know this is one of my absolute favorite knives, the Kizer Towser K. Oof. We're about to do that up in a shipwreck style. What is shipwreck? You take a knife like this that's made out of brass or copper. We do some treatments to it. We get some cool effects like this. And if you don't like effects like this, maybe something more like this. Lots of style, lots of variation. We're going to get to it here. Here's another one. Just some fun, different colors. It's a Forced Patina. We are going to use some ammonia and some salt to create some really cool patterns. It's called shipwrecking. I love doing it. I'm going to take you on a ride. We're going to do the entire thing start to finish on this Towser K right here. Let's get some last looks nice and solid colored. So this is copper, but it has been treated to be a little bit darker. We are going to clean all of that off, so you will see that. Let's go on the ride. What do you think? Okay, how many have we done now? I don't even know. First step is to take this apart, so I'm going to high speed that so we can get to the other stuff. And go. Now that we have it all completely disassembled, we have the two scale pieces right here. We need to clean off this treatment that I was telling you about. I have these Sabatoru stones. They work great for this. We will now remove this stuff out of our way and then get to it. So I'm going to also speed this up. Basically, I'm just going to sand them down with this, clean up the surface, and get it ready. And let's do it. So now that I've got them all cleaned up, I mean, look at that color difference, how dark it was with that kind of patina that they put on there. Got them all kind of cleaned off, ready to go. I'm going to wipe them down, get rid of all the dust and debris, clean up this area, and we'll get to the next step. And boom, it's shipwreck time. These are cleaned up, ready to go. Let's get our chemicals all prepped up. I'm just going to set those aside for now. I have a container. We recently did one. Again, make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. Ammonia and the chemicals are quite strong smelling. And you want to be safe, wear glasses so you don't get any splatter. Stuff stinks. So I've already got some ammonia soaked paper towels in here, my little popcorn balls. I made some more. Whoops. That's going to be an interesting addition to the experiment right there. One of them fell into the vinegar. I'm just going to go ahead and drop that one right there. Let that be part of it, right? Should probably do another one. I was going to pour some vinegar too, but that's what's neat. We're going to allow some random accidents to happen. I've created a surface where the texture of the surface varies quite a bit. And so what that's going to do is it's going to lend us to all these different patterns and colors and variations in the way that the chemicals are interacting with the copper, hopefully giving us some cool results. So now I'm going to take the ammonia and gently pour it over these paper towels, get them all coated. What the main active ingredient is the ammonia. And that ammonia creates vapor. When we seal this up, it's going to be all locked in there. So then the vapors from the ammonia are going to be floating around and interacting with the other chemicals and creating this forced patina that we're going to do here. Woo! Even in a good ventilated area, that's got some smell. I tell you what. Oy. All right, keep my surface area clean. All right, so now we have a coated section here. I'm gonna maybe just pour a little bit more of the vinegar over the top just for some variety. We've got a little soy. Maybe I'll do the same. Or not maybe, we've committed. All right. Rock salt. Get some rock salt in there. Don't have to worry about it being consistent. Just want to get it in nice varying amounts so that I don't know, we'll see. We're going to find out. So this is just some regular table salt. I'm getting it all over the place here. Okay, so now we've got our bed ready to go. Let's take scale number 1. And I'm going to take a Q-tip, get down to the bottom there, get me some of that ammonia off of the bottom. Put a couple drops on there. Grab the other side of the Q-tip, get in here with the vinegar, a little bit of that as well. And then we'll get one with some of the soy. You can do whatever you want with this. That's what's fun. If you just want to not put it on here at all, just let it be random. I'm kind of controlling where some of these areas are going to interact, and we can kind of see what the soy sauce does, what the ammonia does, and kind of adjust accordingly. I'm just going to put some salt right on there as well. And I'm good with that. We're just going to go in right. Let's see, I'm going to rearrange these just a little bit. Create a flat spot. Boom. I'm going to push it down so they it hits. There we go. And now we'll do number 2. Rinse and repeat. Get some of that ammonia from the bottom. Vinegar. Maybe even just mix them together in a puddle right there. That's the fun part, is you can't really go wrong here. We're just having fun. We'll see what we get. Who enjoys these shipwreck experiments? If you do, hit the like button. Subscribe if you would like to see more. All right, so I'm gonna let that be. I'll lift this one back up, kind of create another little spot. I just didn't like the way it was sitting. All right, now I'm gonna take a plain Q-tip, go in here and get the salt off the back. All these little dots of salt that I got on the back side here will still react and then may affect where it sits when we put it back together. So I'll try to keep that clean. Either way, we can go in and kind of sand it down if need be and kind of clean it up with those stones. All right, we are in, we are down. Some variance, excitement. I'm going to seal it up. So basically now we have to wait. Minimum of about 6 hours. I've found in what I've been doing, I like to go at least 12 to 24 hours and just let them go. If we take it out and look at it, we might not be able to put it back down in the same spot. So then it would affect what's happening, and it could make it better. It could make it worse. You never know. So we are going to leave this sealed probably till tomorrow morning, a good 16 to 18 hours. And then we'll open it up, see where we got, and go from there. And away we... Good morning. It is time for the big reveal. It's been about 14 hours. I am excited. What's underneath? Are we going to be disappointed or happy? Let's find out. All right. Got some good blues going on there. And number 2, very similar. All right. Well, it's tough to tell when they're still wet like this. Look at that blue on my hand. I'm going to seal this back up. We're going to let this dry off, take a look, make some decisions, rinse it off, and go from there. Now that I've given them a chance to dry off, we can kind of see what we're looking at. But the reality is there's still some material on there. And so you need to kind of wash that off. Got some warm water here. And you'll see a lot of that blue is actually going to come off, kind of disappear a little bit. Let's see what we ended up with at the end though. All right, you can see it's getting all over my hand. I should probably just drop them in there. But we are putting a patina on the material. Just some of this chemicals, the salts and the ammonias and things they don't set into it, so they need to be removed, wiped off, cleaned up before we're finished here. And it will continue to patina. I usually put a clear coat on it, which kind of seals it in and kind of protects it, kind of stops it from doing anything else. Otherwise, every time you touch it with your hands, it will continue to darken or potentially change. All right, that seems to be pretty good. I'm going to dry these off and we'll take a look. Well, I'm happy. What do we think? A lot of variety, some good looking blue, cool stuff. I'm going to put a little clear coat on there and we'll get this thing back together. There it is, another shipwreck in the books. Let's test out the action. Blade is centered. Let's take a look at our work. They just keep getting more exciting, more fun. I love all the stuff going on here. What do we think? Comment below. Towser K. This is going to be one of my top carry knives now. Boom. Take a close up of both sides. Oh yeah. What do we think? I'm excited to do another one. I just love doing these. It's such a fun thing. If you're interested, you have any questions, feel free to message me. Send me a knife if you got one you want to do, you don't want to try it yourself. Or if you're interested in one that I've done, message me and maybe I can sell it to you. Not sure about this one though, the Towser K. Looks good. Stay sharp. I'll see you soon.